أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير أعزائي طلاب الصف الحادي عشر بفروعه المختلفة. Today inshallah we'll start Unit 2 Period 1. What is the title of this unit? Who can tell me? Yes, that's right. It's Education for Success. What about the word education? What does it mean? Of course, it is the process of teaching someone. What about the word success? What is the opposite of it? Who can tell me? Yes, that's right. It's failure. So the opposite of the word success is failure. Now, let's move to the questions in your pupil's book. Number 1, look at the pictures, then discuss the questions below in pairs or smaller groups. As you can see here, we have 4 questions. You're gonna look at those 2 pictures and try to answer them. You have just 2 minutes to do this task. That's enough. Question number 1. What are the students doing in the picture? Yes, that's right. They are learning. Excellent. Question number 2. What impression do you get from the pictures? They are motivated. Yes, that's right. Question number 3. How are the pictures similar or different from your own classrooms? That's great. The first one is similar to my classroom, but the second one is different. Question number 4. The pictures show classrooms in 2 of the most successful countries in the world, educationally and economically. Which countries do you think they might be? That's right, Finland and Taiwan. Great. Now it is time to learn the new vocabulary of the text. So please try to write them down in your notebook. The first word we have is the word connection. Connection, connection. What is the part of the speech of this word? That's right. Of course, it is a noun. What does it mean in English? Great. It means something that joins 2 things together. The second word we have is the word surveys. Surveys, surveys. What is the part of a speech? Yes, it is a noun. What does it mean? Great, it means studies. The third word is the word invest in. Invest in. Invest in. What is the part of a speech? That's right, it is a verb. What does it mean in English? Who can tell me? That's awesome. Of course, spend money with the hope of future benefits. Systems, systems, systems. What is the part of a speech of this word? Well done. Of course, it is a noun. What does it mean? That's right. It means ways of organizing something. Solution, solution, solution. What is the part of a speech? Great. It is a noun, of course. What does it mean? It means an answer. Great. Applying to, applying to, applying to. What is the part of a speech of this word? Great. Of course, it is a verb. What does it mean in English? Making something fit a different situation. Excellent. We also have the word divide. Divide, divide. What is the part of a speech of this word? Amazing. Of course, it is a verb. What does it mean in English? Great. It means put in different groups. As you can see here, we have learned vocabulary and you're gonna put them in the right space. We have the word solution, surveys, invest in, system, connection. Number one, your task will be to train the employees on the new computer space. Number two, every problem has a space. Number three, there is a space between pollution and the death of trees. Number four, the space did not collect any information about temporary workers. You have just 5 minutes to write and answer this task. Start from now. Now it is time to listen for the right pronunciation for the text. So please pay attention.
Read the article about the two countries' education systems. Then complete the task at the top of page 15. Two success stories, and what we can learn from them. Education ministers who are hoping to improve their school systems often look at Finland and Taiwan. The first is a small country in Northern Europe with a cold climate and a language hardly anyone else speaks. The second is a very small island that until fairly recently had high levels of poverty and population. Yet today both of these countries come out at or near the top in international surveys of economic success. Year after year, they also score highly in educational results. Can this be an accident, or is there a connection? Finnish Education Minister Tuula Haatainen certainly believes there is. In Finland, we believe we have to invest in education. She says. One reason she offers for Finland's success is that students don't begin real school until they are 7, and all students between 7 and 16 get the same education. We don't divide at an early stage between students who do well and those that don't manage so well, she explains. Studies show that it is dangerous to divide too early into different educational paths. Like Finland, Taiwan has 9 years of compulsory education, after which, in both countries, students choose either an academic or vocational path. Very few choose to leave school in either country. One important difference, however, is in national tests, which are very important in Taiwan but much less so in Finland. Can other countries learn from the Finnish and Taiwanese experience? There are surely some lessons that can be learned as long as we remember that just applying one country's system to another isn't a simple solution to all problems.
Now let's move to discuss the text. Two success stories and what we can learn from them. Education ministers who are hoping to improve their school systems often look at Finland and Taiwan. كما نرى في هذه الصورة أن وزراء التعليم في مختلف الدول الذين يطمحون إلى تطوير نظامهم التعليمي دائما ما ينظرون إلى دولتي فنلند وتايوان. The first is a small country in Northern Europe with a cold climate and a language hardly anyone else speaks. هنا بعض المعلومات عن دولة فنلندا بخصوص اللوكيشن الموقع تقع في شمال أوروبا بمناخ بارد. The second is a very small island that until fairly recently had high levels of poverty and population. الدولة الثانية وهي دولة تايوان عبارة عن جزيرة صغيرة تعاني من المعدلات المرتفعة من الفقر وأيضا من الكثافة السكانية العالية حيث يبلغ عدد سكان دولة تايوان 23 مليون نسمة تقريبا. Yet today, both of these countries come out at or near the top in international surveys of economic success year after year. They also score highly in educational results. Can this be an accident or is there a connection? كما نلاحظ أن هاتين الدولتين سجلتا نجاحا على الصعيد الاقتصادي وذلك حسب الإحصاءات العالمية، إلى جانب أيضا حققوا نجاحات ونتائج رائعة على مستوى التعليم. Now, after this short discussion about the first paragraph, it is time to test yourself if you have the ability to do this task. So, read the text from line 1 to line 6 and then answer the following questions. Number 1. What are 2 good examples should education ministers look at when improving their school system? Number 2. Both true or false. Number 1. Taiwan is a small country in Northern Europe. Number 2. Finnish language is difficult for anyone else to speak. Number 3. Complete the following sentence. Yet both of these countries come out at the top in space and they also space. What do these pronouns refer to? Number 1, they're line 1 and they line 5. You have just 5 minutes to do this task. Finnish Education Minister Tuula Haitanen certainly believes there is. In Finland, we believe we have to invest in education, she says. تقول وزيرة التعليم الفنلندي تولا هيتانن أن بالتأكيد هناك صلة. One reason she offers for Finland's success is that students don't begin real school until they are 7. وعرضت أيضا أن هناك سبب لنجاح التعليم في فنلندا وهو أن الطلاب لا يبدأون المدرسة حتى يبلغون 7 من العمر وليس قبل ذلك. And all students between 7 and 16 get the same education. وكل الطلاب الذين تقع أعمارهم ما بين 7 و16 يحصلون على نفس التعليم. We don't divide at an early stage between students who do well and those that do not manage so well. She explains, studies show that it is dangerous to divide too early into different educational paths. وتضيف أيضا أن الدراسات تبين أنه من الخطر تقسيم الطلاب في المراحل الأولى من التعليم إلى الفروع التعليمية المختلفة. Now, it is time to read the text from line 7 to 11 and to try to answer the following questions. Number 1. Finnish Education Minister offers a reason for Finland's success. What is it? Number 2. Why aren't students in Finland divided into different educational paths at an early stage? Both true or false. Number 1. Tuula Haitanen thinks clever students should have special lessons. Number 2. In Finland, students don't begin real school until they are 6. What do these pronouns refer to? Number 1, she, line 8. Number 2, those, line 10. You have just 5 minutes to do this task. Like Finland, Taiwan has 9 years of compulsory education, after which in both countries, students choose either an academic or vocational path. كما نلاحظ في هذا المخطط the similarities between Finland and Taiwan. ما هي أوجه التشابه بين نظام التعليم في فنلندا ودولة تايوان؟ أن التعليم إلزامي لمدة 9 سنوات وبعد ذلك يستطيع الطالب إما أن يختار academic path المجال الأكاديمي أو vocational path المجال المهني. One important difference, however, is in national tests, which are very important in Taiwan, but much less so in Finland. كما نلاحظ في المخطط the differences between Finland and Taiwan أوجه الاختلاف ما بين دولتي فنلندا وتايوان في النظام التعليمي وهي الاختبارات الوطنية very important in Taiwan جدا مهمة في دولة تايوان ولكن less important in Finland أقل أهمية في دولة فنلندا. Can other countries learn from the Finnish and Taiwanese experience? هل تستطيع الدول الأخرى التعلم من التجربة التايوانية والفنلندية في التعليم؟ There are surely some lessons that can be learned as long as we remember that just applying one country's system to another is not a simple solution to all problems. بالتأكيد هناك بعض الدروس المستفادة من التجربة الفنلندية والتايوانية في التعليم ولكن يجب أن نتذكر أنه ليس بمجرد تطبيق نظام نجح في دولة أخرى هذا يعني أنه سيكون مفتاح لحل كل المشاكل في الدولة التي تريد تطبيق هذا النظام فيها. Now please read the text from line 12 to line 18 and then answer the following questions. Number 1. What are the similarities and differences in education systems between Finland and Taiwan? Number 2. What should any country remember before applying one country's system? Both true or false. Number 1. Taiwan and Finland have 9 years of compulsory education. Number 2. The national tests are very essential in Finland but much less so in Taiwan. What do these pronouns refer to? Number 1, line 17. Number 2, another line 17. You have just 5 minutes to do this task. Now it is time to answer the pupil's book question. Decide whether these statements are true or false. If there is not enough information to decide, choose doesn't say. You have just 3 minutes to do this task. Number 1. The writer suggests that the economic success of Finland and Taiwan is rather surprising. Of course, it's true. Number 2. The writer believes there is a connection between education and economic success. That's right, true. Number 3. Tula Haitanen thinks clever students should have special lessons. Of course, it is false. Great. Number 4. The education system in Finland and Taiwan have more differences than similarities. Yes, doesn't say. That's great. Number 5. The writer says that other countries should copy the education systems of Finland and Taiwan. That's right. Of course, it is false. Very good. Question number 3, match the highlighted words and phrases in the text with their meanings below. You have just 3 minutes to do this task. Check your answers, please. Number 4, match these names for different stages for education system with their meanings. As you can see, we have education stages and their meanings. Try to match them. Question number 5. Use words from the first column in activity 4 to complete the text. You have just 5 minutes to do those tasks. Number 1, preschool, nursery, kindergarten. It means learning before real school begins. Number 2, primary education. It is the first stage of education from age 5 to age 11. Secondary education. It is the next stage of education from age 12 to age 18. Further or higher education, going to college or university. Number 5, compulsory education. Children or young people have to attend school by law. Number 5, use words from the first column in activity 4 to complete the text. In my country, children usually go to preschool. nursery, kindergarten when they are 4 or 5. They then start their primary education at 6. Both this and secondary education are compulsory for everyone. Most, but not all, students then move on to some kind of further or higher education. Now try to complete the following tables with differences and similarities between Finland and Taiwan in the location, climate, and the national test. Similarities. الآن ما هي التشابهات بين النظام الفنلندي والتايواني بخصوص economy الاقتصاد, educational results النتائج التعليمية, number of compulsory education years عدد سنوات التعليم الإجباري في كلا الدولتين. إلى هنا نصل إلى ختام شرح هذا الدرس. أسأل من الله العلي العظيم أن أكون قد وفقت في ذلك، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.